Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending where you are located in the world. It's a real pleasure. We have our special guest here this evening. But just before we start, just love to recognize all of you that are coming here bright and early. Bashir, welcome from Bangladesh. I know sometime I've been seeing India. I apologize for that. Great to have you with us. Joseph, by the way, it's quite late for you, so thank you for joining us. Robert, great to have you here. Richard, awesome. Great to have you here. We have Michelle from Northern Virginia. Great to have you here. Let's see. We have Leonard from New Brunswick, Canada. Great to have you with us. Marie-Paul, bonjour, from Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Mark Stevens, Bruce. We have Patricia. Great to have you here. Kevin, Tracy, and let's see here. We have Peter Newell. How are you, buddy? Great to have you here from Boucherville, Quebec. That's my city where I was born and raised. Let's see here. We have GV Top. Great to have you here. Lisa. Residual Rogers, great to have you here. So, folks, listen, it's a real pleasure, and we want to start this evening to kind of bring back our CEO. I've always enjoyed his presentation on a Wednesday, and there's some reasoning behind what's going on. So, Joel, thank you for joining us. Really appreciate you here.
Well, it's a pleasure to be here. Thanks, Chris and Tammy, for taking over the calls the past couple of weeks. You guys are doing an amazing job, and you never have to pull my arm too much to get me on a webinar. These are the fun things for me.
Absolutely. Listen, I'm going to leave the floor to you. Okay. Maybe you can share with the audience how GotBackup was conceived and anything you feel that would be a great message for the listeners. And I know there's more people that are going to come in as the call takes place. So please go ahead.
Sure. Thank you. Again, thank you, guys. So, yeah, usually when there's change, guys, like a lot of people go into a little bit of a panic or something like that, where like, hey, why is Joel not doing the webinars anymore? Speculation goes flying. So the reason I'm not doing the webinars right now, guys, is we are in the largest growth curve we have seen, okay, relative to people using the product. Now, as your CEO, like I've always said on all my webinars, great leadership like Chris and Tammy and other people is very, very important. Great compensation plan is very, very important. But the most important thing in business, whether it's brick and mortar, e-commerce, network marketing, direct sales, is the product and service that you're providing. So we came to realize, and we're being very proactive, okay, guys? So right now, there's roughly about 300 to 400 people a day initiating their backups of their computers and their mobile devices. And we're getting more and more feedback in our members area of how much they're loving the product and the service. So the mistakes that we made from 2 years ago till now, the first version was just way too complex, okay? And it's got to be simple, right? So we scratched that version and we created our new Cloud 2.0, which came out roughly, I guess, about 8 to 10 months ago. And we had a huge new adoption of people going, wow, this now makes more sense and so forth. And then, of course, we had to create that new version fairly quickly. So in releasing that new version, there were definitely some bugs and some issues with the product. Nothing major, but certainly things that are annoying or confusing or whatever. And we've created new iterations of the desktop app, of the mobile app, new features inside the cloud to where people are like, now I get this. Now I can promote this because I understand it and I'm using it. And now I'm super excited. And that, that goes without saying. I love people saying that. I love people saying to me, Joel, I didn't feel comfortable promoting the product because I didn't understand the product myself. Like it was just way too complex. So now that it's truly one click to get your computer backed up, one click to get your phones backed up. Once you have it obviously installed on your phone, it's really growing fast. So as I told you guys, we have enough space in our data center to have about 3 million customers, without a doubt. Some of the things which you call your unconscious incompetence, which I didn't understand or know, is that we, with so much data being backed up, like we're talking petabytes being moved on a daily basis from different locations, we didn't realize that our network speed was way too slow. So our whole data center was running on 1 gig network, which is still super fast, guys. That means you can move 1 gig of data every second. A 1 gig network means you can move a gig every second. So just to give you guys a perspective, a full-length 2-hour HD movie is about 4 gigs. Okay, you guys have probably downloaded movies from Apple and it takes 15 or 20 minutes. On a 1 gig e network, we could move a whole movie in 4 seconds. Okay, well, what I'd like to tell you guys is now we've upgraded everything to a 100 gig e network. We're still not finished, but we're working on it. So just to give you guys a perspective on how much of a task this is, there's roughly 700 servers in our server room, and which means what? Roughly 700 cords that needed to be changed from gig E to 100 gig E speeds. Okay, so we're improving everything by 100 gig. Do we have to? No. Again, we're being very proactive. I don't want to get 4 to 5 months from now and go, oh boy, now we're in trouble because everything's saturated, the network's saturated, so on and so forth. So guys, to me, as your CEO, the most important thing is a product that people understand, a product that people use, and a product that people fall in love with. And I got to tell you, people are falling in love with the product like crazy. Like I said, roughly 400 people a day are initiating their backups. And like I've always said, guys, yes, there are the unrealistic people, because I'm very honest. And I told Chris and Tammy I'd keep this condensed. I'm sorry, guys. Give me 2 more minutes. Didn't mean to, keep going too much. But now I lost my train of thought. But anyway, the product has to be perfect, guys, because when the product is perfect, people will use now remember, people will use the product irrespective of making money. And if you understand the metrics of even network marketing, you need to have customers. And so those are the customers that are jumping on board, saying, backing up every single device I have for me and my family. So anyway, I've talked long enough, guys. That's where my focus is right now, Chris and Tammy, is making sure that we're proactive so that as we continue to grow, we won't hit a saturation point. We won't hit any burps. We won't slow down, that kind of stuff. So I appreciate you guys doing the webinars, guys. When this infrastructure is done, I will definitely come back to the plate and do more webinars for you. But rest assured, you guys, I didn't pull away because things aren't going well, sales aren't great. I pulled away because we are heading into that exponential growth and we want to make the product perfect. So Chris and Tammy, thank you for the time. We'll see you back at the end of the webinar. I'll turn things over to you, and you're doing, guys, best leadership on the planet. So listen intently, and we'll come back. I'll come back at the end for maybe a couple of questions or answers. Over to you guys.
Absolutely. Thanks a lot, Joel. Really appreciate you. Okay, folks. So let's focus here on the presentation. And Tammy, just kind of share with the audience maybe a 15-second version of how did we get introduced to GotBackup?
15-second version. Okay, we're done. Just quickly, Joel, Chris and I have known Joel for many years. He contacted us. It's almost 2 years now. It was in May that he was telling us about this new project, GotBackup. It was only launched for a month, and how excited he was on how fast it was growing. And he asked us if we were open to have a look at it. And of course, at the time, it was something that, we understood that digital is the way to go. Long story short, you're going to see the presentation. We're on board. We're developing in many countries around the world, and we're super excited.
Absolutely. And folks, so why are you here? And I know there's a lot of changes, and some of those changes might be a little scary, folks, but I'm telling you, everything that's happening in the world today has to happen for things to get better. So the fact is, why are you here? Well, it's time to turn your dreams into reality. Why Tammy and I said yes to be part of this opportunity, this venture. One is we love Joel. He's an amazing guy. We've known him for years. And the other thing is we saw an opportunity where families can really benefit from an opportunity like this, because the price point is very affordable. In the same time, the income potential, and we'll share that with you, and stay with us till the end, because I'm going to show you exactly how I take advantage of this amazing backup service.
Yeah, and really with GotBackup, our goal is to help anybody. We say average people, but there's people who out there who are just looking for a challenge. They're looking for something that they can add on. And those who are hungry enough and are willing to do the work are the ones that are going to do extremely well with this. And many people are really benefiting from the product itself.
Absolutely, folks. So again, I'm going to turn around and share with you a quick video that Joel prepared way back. It was about 2 years or about 2 years ago, and he walked through the server so you can get an idea of what's going on and the mechanic behind it without getting too technical. But the fact is, this is a company that started out of Quebec, that moved in Dallas, Texas. Well, excuse me, that went in Texas, that in a 10,000 square feet from a basement of a house. Absolutely amazing. And you know what I love the most about this? This is a debt-free company. That means a lot. That means a lot for security and safety, for longevity as we build an opportunity. So let's listen to the video that Joel prepared for us to have an idea of what we're getting into here. Oops.
Hey guys, welcome to the corporate office of GotBackup. Now everybody wants to know, are we super secure? And how do we offer such an amazing service at such a low price? So this is in our tech room. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna take you on a tour of our server room to show you just how secure it is, and we welcome you into the family. So let's go over to the server room. So the first thing I wanna explain to you guys is that we're fully PCI compliant. For physical PCI compliance, what does that mean? It means we're allowed to physically store credit cards in our data center because we're uber secure. So we've passed all the tests for that, and we're legally allowed to store credit cards and your storage. So one of the first requirements for PCI compliance is you have to have 2 coded doors before you get into your server room. We also, as a company, like to have fun, so we call it Area 51. So anyway, I'm gonna code this door with my back here so you guys can't see what the code is. Come in this way. This is a simple inventory room, guys. We build servers here and so forth. And then our second coded door is over here, okay? And so we have a coded door here as well to get into the server room. So here we are in the server room, guys. This is where all the magic happens. So couple of things people ask. Joel, how secure is my data, and could you ever lose our data? So as an example, let's come here. It's impossible to lose your data, and here's why. If you look at this storage array, and we have, hundreds of storage arrays in here, there's 14 hard drives across this storage array. 4 of these hard drives could fail, which statistically never happens, but let's say it did. 4 of these hard drives need to fail before we start to lose some data. But guess what? We're not going to lose any data because this is striped to here. This whole rack of hard drives here is copied here. Just the same here. All these hard drives here are copied here. So there's not a single point of failure relative to your data. There's also no single point of failure in the server room. As an example, there's A power and B power. Every server is plugged into A power. Every server is plugged into B power. Also, relative to cooling of this room, if you come over here, you'll see we have 1, 2, 3, 4 air conditioners in this server room. So the air is never going to be a problem. The other thing as well is we're very, very efficient. If you look up at the ceiling, let's come back over here, you'll see vents up there, and the cold air is strategically placed in front of the servers here, so it sucks in all the cold air, and it goes over into the hot aisle behind this wall here. So very, very efficient server room as well. And finally, if God forbid there was ever a fire in this room, we have here what's called a fire suppression system. What this system does, it's just a bunch of electronics behind here, but we can open it up, okay, is if God forbid there was a fire, and in 25 years there's never been a fire, but it will snuff out all the oxygen in this room. If there's no oxygen, then the fire goes out, right? So we don't use water to destroy the equipment. So that's the basics of the server room. Super, super secure and super redundant relative to your data. So the other aspect to security is we use the exact same security as Amazon, as Google, as all the big players, Microsoft. It's patented security. It's military grade, 256-bit encryption security. So your stuff is very secure. So let's come out of the server.
So you can see the rest of this video actually in your back office. Just waiting for my computer here to, okay, for some particular reason. There we go. Okay, so there's really 2 global trends that we want to talk to you about. Folks, if you're an investor or if you want to decide where do you want to spend time so you can prepare for your retirement, prepare for your future, increase your income, one of the things, there are indicators in the world. There is indicators in life. If you're a trader, you're looking for indicators. What are the things that are important to look at and consider looking as to where you should invest your time or even money? So one of the things is one of the global trends is the cell phone addiction. You tell me, go
Yeah,
ahead.
absolutely. And you can see there's almost 15 billion smartphones in the world today, devices in the world today. And the market is absolutely growing. Chris is going to show you on some charts. But when you have a growing trend, that's when there's an opportunity.
I totally agree. And if you look at these slides here, this is a bit older, but again, I want you to look at the trends that's been going on from 2011 to 2023, from 6% to 60% mobile traffic. So let's look at this here. The size of cloud storage market worldwide from 2022 to 2030. It was in a 90 billion in revenues, and it's going to be close to $500 billion, folks. Here's a strong indicator that that's when you want to spend some time, or at least invest some time in planning for your future, because that's where people are going. Let's talk about the cell phone addiction here.
Yeah. I mean, let's face it, everybody is constantly on their phones. And we use it for absolutely everything. And I know for myself personally, if I leave my place without my phone, even if I go into the other room, it's so funny. I'll go back and get my phone because I do a lot of stuff on our phones. And there's a lot of business people out there today, a lot of entrepreneurs. So obviously they're using their phones constantly.
And that, what comes with data loss, folks, is amazing. 45% of cell phone users have accidentally damaged their cell phones or lost their data. Think about it, folks. That is a piece of your soul that is in this device right here that you can never get back if that's where it is and you lost your device. It's really, really important. In fact, the reason why GotBackup was created, and our CEO actually has a story around that. 5,700 screens are cracked every hour. Laptop, cell phones stolen every 43 seconds. And this is a slide that's about a year and a half year old. So obviously, I think the numbers might be a little worse right now. Here's another irritating message.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. And you know what the best part is when you get talking to people about the company, everybody's getting these notifications now more and more and more. So it's an easy conversation to connect with people because you either have one or two choices. You either start taking the time to get rid of stuff or you have to pay more.
I
So
totally
it's a
agree.
great opportunity here.
Totally agree, Tim. I mean, the second trend, and folks, is people are looking to subsidize what's missing to be able to live the lifestyle they're accustomed to, or to increase their lifestyle. If I may focus on North American market here, 42% of Americans have side gigs, side businesses. 62% of Gen Z, these are our kids, 18 to 25, have side business. I know my kids do. What about the rest of the world, folks? This is what's happening. So leverage these global trends with GotBackup because you have it. The price point is right. The service is amazing and it keeps evolving and improving, and the opportunity is absolutely incredible. Let's kind of cover, tell me what we're going to cover here today on the product.
Yeah, so we're basically going to go through the core product, which is the data storage. And then Chris is going to briefly go through the VIP package, which is really for anybody who wants to take their marketing skills to a whole new level, which I think a lot of people are today, especially everybody who's online doing business. So you get 6 terabytes of data storage. Hey, are you guys listening to me? 6 terabytes and for $10. And on your account, you can add 5 additional members. So it's phenomenal for families, unlimited devices, and it's the only home-based business out there that pays you. When we saw this, we're like, oh my gosh, we have to be part of it.
Absolutely. That's what we said. Yes. Now, if you look at our competitors, folks, these are the big 3. Apple, let's maybe rephrase that. iCloud, Dropbox, and Google Drive. They're all $10 a month within the average and 2 terabytes. Okay. Here we are with 3 times the data space for the same amount of money. Now let's look about, sorry, that was my Google responding behind me. Okay, so if we focus over here on the yearly packages, again, iCloud, Dropbox, Google Drive. Again, don't quote me on these prices because they may vary because this slide's about a year old. $360, $660 with 6 terabytes or so. Google Drive $216. Again, GotBackup is $9.97. 6 separate accounts, 6 terabytes, unbelievable value. So let's summarize what we have here, Tammy.
Yeah. So again, 6 terabytes, $9.97 a month. It includes up to 6 people on one account. And you saw the video with the security. It was pretty cool to see that. I love that Joel is very transparent, and that meant a lot to us. And we've known him for a long time. So he's just an awesome guy. And it is a 30-day money back guarantee, just so you know.
Absolutely. So let's watch. I have a quick little video for you to see how simple it is. I trained a guy today that is dealing with 4K videos. He was so impressed with the speed. And so let me show you how to install this very simply by installing the app on your cell phone. Let's watch this.
This is a quick walkthrough of how to install your GotBackup app onto your mobile device. In this case, I'm using the Android Galaxy, but the process is the same also on an iPhone. So to download your app, there's 2 ways to do this. You can either come to the Play Store. On an iPhone, it's called just the App Store, and just search for GotBackup. And there it is. Or we could come to our members area and go to use this tool, and then you will see it here on your dashboard. So again, I'm using my Android device. So I'm going to go ahead and click this, and it's going to take me to my Google Play Store. If you're on an iPhone, it will take you to your App Store on your iPhone device. So I'm going to go ahead and install that. Awesome. I'm going to go ahead and open it. It's going to ask you to log into your account. Go ahead and allow all your notifications so it could let you know that everything's being uploaded properly, and go ahead and put in your unique ID. Once logged in, you will be asked to let GotBackup access your photos and videos on your mobile device. Select Allow. Without having to do anything, an Android upload folder was automatically created for me. Neat! If you are on an iPhone, the folder will be called iPhone Upload. Now, depending on how many photos and videos is on your device, your first backup might take some time. So it is highly recommended that your device is on a charger and is connected to Wi-Fi. It is a good idea to start your first backup in the evening and keep your GotBackup app open and let it back up overnight. One more thing I'd like to point out. If I tap on these 3 little lines on the top left corner and tap on Settings, you will see these 3 boxes under Monitor are automatically checked. Auto Upload will automatically upload all future photos and videos taken on your device to your GotBackup cloud. Camera Roll Upload will back up all existing photos and videos that are stored on your device to your GotBackup cloud. And Upload Only on Wi-Fi will only back up your data while connected to Wi-Fi. If you have an unlimited data plan, you can uncheck this. So if I come to my gallery, I'm going to have a slew of pictures from over the years. This is actually Joel's phone, so if I come to my albums, I have almost 1,400 pictures. Alright, so if I come to my app, come back to my menu and click Transfers, you're going to see all my pictures now are uploading. Since this might be a large upload at first and I have a low battery, it's highly recommended that you plug into a power source. So I'm going to do that right now. Alright, now that's finished. We can now see that our Android upload has all been categorized by what year these photos were taken. These were taken in 2021. And this was just recently. So that's pretty much it. Pretty easy.
So as you can see, folks, it is so easy to install. And just waiting for the screen to come back. Okay, here we go. Okay, my computer's lagging tonight. So there is the VIP, folks. This is optional, and I really like it because there's a lot of great features. One of my prospect, as a matter of fact, was telling me, listen, or actually an associate was telling me, I have someone I'd like to promote that just became a bronze, and can I actually use that and create a link with that? Well, this is exactly what this service will provide you. So let me start with VDuber. This is like your own YouTube channel where you can upload all your videos. Really, really awesome. This one here is Memory Place. Imagine you doing an event and you can have a QR code you can send to your entire audience or just a link, and then everybody can upload the pictures from their device into your site that you provide with your Memory Place, which in turn, you can provide a link for everybody to download all the pictures from that event. And it's also a recruiting tool where you can choose to have them receive some notification to say, hey, would you want to have a tool like that? Awesome. The other one is the promo link. That's what I was telling you about, where you can create different links based on your ideas, videos, or like I said, maybe you want to have someone that was just promoted at a certain level and they've done well, and you want to promote that. And same time, you can create a link that people can sign up that will end up into your mailing list. Absolutely awesome. We have lots of training to explain these things. This is a custom domain. Let's say you want to use your domain, your name, instead of, let's say, you're using GotBackup, you want to keep it shorter and you make it to the point to a social media platform you have, you can do that. Absolutely awesome. And the thing, folks, here, to summarize the whole thing, is the only cloud storage that pays you. That's what's important here. Making money with GotBackup, it's absolutely awesome. And the thing I want you to understand, so you understand the big picture, you know that Dropbox has over 700 million users? Do you understand the potential we have as far as your income opportunity just by tapping into this market, folks? Absolutely amazing. For that reason, Tammy, let's tap a little bit on the income aspect.
For sure. So there's 7 ways to earn, and we're going to focus on the highlighted sections. So number 1 is a customer acquisition bonus. And this is when somebody is interested in becoming a member. And if they decide to sign up monthly at the $9.97, you're going to get 200% upfront. So let's just round it off. So $10, you're going to get $20. And the $99.97 is annual. So you save a couple months worth of payments. So a lot of people are just saying, you know what? I'm just going to come in yearly and have my 12 months up front, and you'll get 50% on that. So that's rounding it off. It's $50 and 25% on all the VIP package and all future packages moving forward. And you can see in the small section, it talks about customers, which a lot of people get customers. Not everybody wants to build a business, but you get 25%. So we're just going to make a couple examples, Chris. So if you have 20 people that decided they're coming in at the $9.97, 200% upfront, $20 times 20 people is $400 commission. And you're not limited to the amount of people that you bring in. So, I mean, there's people that are bringing hundreds, there's people that are bringing thousands of people into as customers and members as well. So you can see an example of 20 customers, 25%. So that's $2.50, just rounding it off, of course. And times 20 customers, you're going to get $50 ongoing monthly commission, which is phenomenal.
Yeah, and this is really amazing to get close to $50 if they come in with the $99.97, or $20 if they come in with the $10 a month. Now, let me show you how much better this gets. The cycle earnings, just so you understand the concept, is that there's 2 team tree. There's a left team and a right team. When you see indirect referral, that is someone that you don't know of. You did not invite to the opportunity, but they happen to be in your downline because someone above you is sharing the same leg as you. As you can see below the indirect referral on your right-hand side, there's a direct. That's someone you brought in that the indirect person will benefit from. So now that we understand that, let me talk to you about what cycle bonus is. Cycle bonus, there is 2 tiers, tier 1 and tier 2. All that means is tier 1, there's an income that will be associated with that. And tier 2, the income is more than double. So here's how it works. Number 1, you need to remain active. Just like you have your Netflix, Amazon Prime, whatever membership you pay on a monthly basis, you pay it to be able to access that service. Simple. Number 2 is you need to enroll 2 members, one on your left team, one on your right team. It's as simple as that. That concept, if repeated, the potential is monstrous if your team duplicates that. But let's focus on the cycle bonus. Number 3 is a cycle bonus. How is this triggered? Well, it's a ratio of 4 to 2. If you don't understand the meaning ratio, don't worry about it. All it means is you got 4 people on one side and 2 on the other side, where at least 1 on the left, 1 on the right has to come from you personally. The rest could come from spillover, could come from their downline, whatever the search may be. When that happens, then you are generating a cycle, tier 1. Now, how much is going to be a cycle tier 1? It's going to be based on a company's profitability and also on your rank. And I'll come back to that in a minute. Absolutely amazing. I know my goal is, I hope that's okay with you, Joel, is to cycle over 10,000 times. That's my goal. And I will keep working. We will keep training to make sure that you can get there also. Number 3 is what we call cycle match. Now, folks, this is really powerful. Because let's just say that you introduce someone to the business. I'm going to use an example. You sponsor me. And let's say my cycle this month is 100 times. Well, if you happen to be a sapphire, and I'll come back to the ranks in a minute. If you happen to be a sapphire, you have the potential to earn 25%. So in other words, when you reach sapphire, I turn around and I did 100 cycles, you sponsor me, the company will pay you 25% equivalent, okay, of that cycle. So for example, if I cycle 100 times, that's 25 cycles for you. Depending on how much a cycle is worth, that will be the amount. You can get paid up to $1,000 because let's say you can sponsor someone that's going to cycle 5,000 times. Now, your income will only grow if you move up in rank. And it's so simple to do. But look at the potential, folks. This is every person you bring into the company, every single one of them. From $1,000 up to $20,000 maximum. Folks, this is huge. I spoke to a gentleman today that was in ACN that saw that. He just freaked out. This is an amazing plan because it's inexpensive, but the potential is massive. And there's 4 other aspects of the plan that you can benefit from. Generation bonus, folks, you know that some of you are saying, well, I have this big fat leg on one side because my team has been doing well, but the other side, not so much. You know that you can earn from that because it's like Pac-Man. Every time it sees a $10, 2.5%, 2.5%, 2.5%. Go back to my point of a company like Dropbox that has 700 million users. I just want you to understand the big picture here. We're just getting started here, folks. This is massive. Dynamic compression is exactly like 4, but you can go deeper into your business. And then the rank bonus pool, when you reach these ranks, you get paid. And then there's leadership bonus. It gets better and better and better. Tammy, let's kind of simplify this. How do people build this business?
Yeah, it is super simple, you guys. We believe in the power of duplication. And if it's simple, it's duplicatable. So sign up and go get 2 people. Put 1 in the left team, 1 on the right team. And then you do the same thing, go and do the same thing again. Go and get 2, 1 left, 1 right. And then the goal is always to help your team members duplicate the same. And this is going to snowball. And you'll see as this gets going. So it's a $20 fee, and that's annual to become a member. And you decide whether you want to do it monthly or you want to pay a year up front. We highlighted obviously the year up front because most people are doing that just to keep it simple, and that kind of set and forget for 12 months. And yeah, so it's that simple, you guys.
Absolutely. And remember, folks, that you get $50 or up to 50, it's close to $50, not exactly because we're rounding it off every time someone comes in with the yearly package. Absolutely amazing. And what you see over here are the packages for the VIP. I love the VIP package. I promote it all the time because it helps people build a business. It's $39.97 a month or $3.99 a year, folks. And I'm telling you, I spent a lot more money than that for other third-party competitors before I got a hold of the VIP package of GotBackup. Let's talk about the countries we're in, Tam.
Amazing. We're up to 154 now. I think, Chris, when we first started, it was around 30, something like that.
Yeah.
And it's going so fast. So in 2 years, in May, it'll be 2 years for us. So the message is you can build a business from the comfort of your home, leveraging social media, talking to a next door neighbor who knows somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody, however way you want to market. And next thing you know, you're going to be in different international markets.
I totally agree. And one of the things that's really important, folks, is recognition and achievement. Folks, listen, babies cry for it and adults die for it. And here's how it works. Just so you understand, earlier we talked about some of the ranks for the income potential that we were talking about. Well, as a bronze, that means you sponsored one person. As a copper, folks, this is the key. This is the word you want to remember. This is the rank that you want to duplicate. It is not hard. $10 on the right side, $10 on the left side a month, and boom, you are qualified as a copper. And you duplicate that in your business. Some of you are looking for mentoring. I saw a comment earlier. That's what you need to remember. This is what you need to focus on. You become a silver when someone you brought in or anywhere from someone that you brought in became copper. Boom, you're a silver. As a goal, folks, now you brought in 5 people. Okay. And out of that, it doesn't even have to be one of your personal, but it has to come from your line of enrollment. That means from someone you sponsored became copper. Boom. 3 of them, you are a goal. Of course, there's other little requirement. You need to have about 25 people on your team. My point is now you start getting the dynamic, not the dynamic, but not the compression. What's it called, Tammy? The 10%, the Pac-Man there. Okay, the word just generation. Boom. For some reason, the word just flew off my mind. So, and as a platinum, folks, why is it important? And it's so easy to qualify as a platinum. Just another step by helping another person to become copper in your personal enrollment tree. Now you start moving from tier 1 to tier 2. If you recall, it's more than double. So now you're doubling your income and your binary. That's why you want to be a platinum. Now, we talk about the matching cycle. Remember you saw from 1,000 to 20,000? You need to become a sapphire. That's just another person that became copper with other little requirements. Folks, that's what we do. And as you move up to enroll, ruby, diamond, and up, then you get all these extra bonuses. It's like a flower that blooms and just open up and just fills your pocket, folks. The key is if you help others, by helping others, the Compline rewards you for it. It's absolutely amazing. Tammy, let's summarize about the support system.
Yeah, you can see all the excitement in Chris's voice. I mean, the teams are absolutely rocking it worldwide. And kudos to all of you who are putting efforts towards this and building and helping other people, because that's what it's all about. So when it comes to support, you got your personalized referral links, you've got your personalized landing page, an email marketing system that's built in. You've got marketing tools. You can create your own if you want to. You've got regular online presentations in different parts of the world right now with different languages. So it's super, super exciting. You can see Wednesday nights are consistent. And then team training. Somebody was asked about, how do I? It's all on Saturdays. Okay. Saturday is team training through the company, through GotBackup. I'm sure that other leaders are doing their own team trainings as well. So if you don't have a leader that's doing that, that's what this platform is for. And the Global Virtual Opportunities YouTube channel, you can see on the playlist. If you go under Saturday trainings, if you want something specific, there's recordings there. Okay.
I totally agree, Tammy. And folks, listen, to summarize before I re-invite our CEO here, it's a product that everyone needs. Think about it, folks. The phones are getting smarter, more technical, more data-driven. There's more bit. If you understand, there's more data space required every time you take one picture. I mean, think about it, 4K picture. It's amazing how much space it takes. Yeah. But today, with the amount of cloud storage that we have with GotBackup, folks, it's a no-brainer. It's a business that everyone can afford. That's what I love about it, folks. Let's get started today. Let's turn your dreams into reality. So, folks, I'm going to invite our CEO to come back here to share. And folks, one thing that I want you to stick around, because as soon as Joel is done, I'm going to show you a little demo how I'm organized and how I use the cloud storage every single day for everything that I do. So, Joel, thank you very much for joining us, and love for you to share some last thoughts and anything that can help folks to decide to get started to help them join the team.
Yeah, great presentation, guys, and that's part of what's here, right? Like, because when I got started in this industry, I was a very timid, introverted person, probably like a lot of you, and I'm still an introvert at heart, but I force myself to be out there a little bit more. That's where you leverage the professionalism of Chris and Tammy. A lot of people say, well, Joel, I don't know how to sell. I don't know how to sign people up. Invite them to these webinars. They're extremely compelling. We always have a huge uptake in sales on Wednesday night because of these webinars. So that's one thing. The other thing is too, guys, remember that you're helping people. This is not a product that people want. It's a product that people need at this point in their lives. And, GotBackup was created because I lost everything at one time. 14 years ago, I was getting on a cruise ship and I had my laptop bag. In my laptop bag was my laptop and what I thought was my protection, which was my external hard drive. Well, I gave my laptop bag to a porter, folks, and it still hurts. It's like extremely painful still today, and that was 14 years ago. I gave my laptop bag to a porter. They were supposed to put it into my cabin. Long story short, someone stole my laptop bag with my laptop in it and my external hard drive. I estimate between 40 and 50,000 pictures, memories, and videos of my children from ages birth to 6, 7, and 8. And when I think about I could have saved that all for $10, is unbelievable. And in fact, that's exactly what happened. I got into my cabin. On the first day, I was hopeful, thinking, okay, maybe somebody will find my bag. By the second day, it was quite evident that it was gone. And I sat in my cabin literally in tears because I didn't care what the cost of the laptop. It was all those memories of my children growing up. And I thought to myself, my gosh, Joel, you have a data center that's uber secure. Like, why did you put it on an external hard drive? Why didn't you just go and put it in your data center? And that way it's accessible from anywhere in the world. It's absolutely secure. People could smash my laptop. They could steal my phone. They could steal every mobile device that I have, but it's still there. And in fact, I'm going to give you a real life example of how useful it is. We were at my wife's naturalization ceremony. She became a U.S. citizen about a month and a half ago. And she accidentally forgot she wouldn't have become a citizen that day. And for those who've never gone through the immigration process, when it's your time, it's your time. But my gosh, it takes a lot of time to get there. So she was missing one document that she forgot to put in her folder. And then it just dawned on her. She's like, oh my God, it's in my GotBackup folder. So she instantly went and got it right off of her phone. And it literally saved the day because they were saying, if you don't sign these documents today, you're going to have to pay the $750 again just for the ceremony, and you're going to have to wait another 6 months. So these are just some practical examples, guys, where it's worked for me and it works for everybody else. So this is something, it's the new life insurance, right? 50 years ago, 75 years ago, almost nobody invested in life insurance. Today, I can guarantee you, probably Chris and Tammy, I know I have 2 life insurance policies on me. That's why I'm always watching my back. If there's a third one out there that I don't know about, maybe I need to get a little protection. But anyway, that's the trends where things are going, right, guys? People are starting to realize that they need data protection. And this is the best way to go. And again, the reason why it hasn't grown is we're creatures of habit. It takes time for us to get used to new things. 20 years ago, I would have never put my credit card online. Like, it's way too dangerous. I don't like the thought of that. And it comes out of pure ignorance, to be honest with you. You don't know what you don't know. And if you don't know if it's safe or not, you don't do it, right? Well, today, I even buy my friggin' floss online through Amazon. Like, I'm too lazy to go down the street and buy some floss and toothpaste. Well, I'll just click a button and buy it on Amazon, and it's here in my office tomorrow morning. That's where the trends are going. 10 years ago, 15 years ago, people say, oh, putting my stuff in the cloud, that's dangerous. And it never really was dangerous because the technology and the security gets better and better and better. But that was the perception of people. Now people are saying, like, geez, I can have my external hard drive. If you want a 6 terabyte SSD external hard drive, guys, you're going to pay about $300 for it. Now, that external hard drive is not in the cloud. It's not instantly accessible, and you could lose them. I have external hard drives from years and years and years before developing GotBackup. I don't even know where they are anymore. But with my cloud, I know exactly where everything is. And so when you guys think how lucky we are, when you look at the network marketing model, when Chris and Tammy got started 25 years ago, it was all about having a sponsor. And if you didn't know what to do, you would call that sponsor and you do a 3-way call and all that kind of jazz. There was no webinars. There was no videos. There was no training information. And not to mention, it's gotten cheaper. But back then, they used to offset with you buying $2,000 to $3,000 worth of inventory, which the FTC took away. You're looking at $300 to $400 a month in auto ships. Mm-hmm. $10, guys. And because it's a digital product, and that's what really attracted Tammy and Chris, we're in 154 countries around the world like that. You can sell this product to somebody in Japan or Singapore as easily as you could sell it to your next door neighbor. It's instant gratification. It's instantly available to them. And the minute somebody signs up, within 3 to 4 minutes after that, after watching a couple of training videos, they're backing up all their devices. And that's why I call it truly a victimless opportunity. We don't tell you got to upfront with $1,500 worth of inventory or flyers or banners. It's $20 a year to be a reseller, and the product is only $9.97 per month. So it's an absolute no-brainer. And yeah, that's why I personally am focusing on just making sure the product gets better and better and better. Because guys, here's the other thing. How many network marketing companies have we seen come and go in the past 5 years alone? Probably hundreds, literally hundreds. I like to look at the companies that are sustainable. Companies like Max or Amway or Melaleuca or Herbalife. What is the common denominator with those companies? They have customers who absolutely love the products and they don't care if they make any money. That is a healthy company. You can't have everybody only focused on distributorship trying to make money, because eventually it will implode. We are at a point where, as I mentioned at the start of this call, over 400 people a day are initiating their backups of their devices. We're starting to get into petabytes, guys. That's 1,000 terabytes. We're getting into 2,000 to 3,000 terabytes of data storage right now. And that's why I had to focus with the team on getting back in the server room. Not that I'm the technical guy doing everything, but I'm the leader. They need me. They need my guidance. They need my input. They need my, my thoughts on everything. And it's a pleasure to do so. So again, Tammy and Chris, thank you for inviting me to this webinar. This is my favorite part. As you can see, it's always, sorry guys, verbal diarrhea, because I get really excited. But it's still just the beginning. Guys, Dropbox, 700 million users, but it took them 7 years to hit momentum, okay? 7 years. Now I'm starting to understand why, because there are inherently challenges when you're starting, to store a couple of videos on your phone, no big deal. But when you're starting to store thousands and thousands and thousands of terabytes, it creates unique situations. And that's why I'm in the server room with the team upgrading everything to 100 gig network. And we hope to have that done by the end of this month, because our next big virtual event and in-house event is going to be March 29th. Very, very close.
We'll be there. We'll be there.
Yeah.
It's going to be very, very exciting, guys. So anyway, sorry, back over to you guys. Amazing job. Love working with you guys. I appreciate everything you're doing. I'm going to sign out from here, Chris, as you go through your members area. We'll talk to you guys soon. Thank you, everybody. Love you all.
Thank you so much, Joel.
Thank you, Chris.
Let's
Have a
share the
great
love here,
day.
folks. Let's share the love. Thank you, Joel.
We'll see you guys
Appreciate it.
soon. Bye for now.
Thank you. Thank you. So, folks, just going to give you a quick, just a minute or two, just to show you how it looks like. First of all, this is what it looks like when you log into your back office. You can see, your rank over here. You have all the details over here. When you click on use this tool, this is what's really important. You're here now. If you're a member, you have not installed this, let's get this done right now. So what happens is, once you click on this, it will take you to your backup, okay, to all the tools. Now, if you don't remember the details on your ID and everything else, you can certainly look at them here. If you click the little I, it's going to show you the password and everything else. And that way, take note of it so you don't forget it. Next time, as you can see, I'm using quite a bit of my drive, and I'll show you exactly how I'm using this practically. It's really, really useful. Over here, I can add additional account. You remember when we said you can have up to 6 people? Well, here's it is. Obviously, you count as one. And for example, the minimum would be 100. And I could turn around and I could say, well, you know what? I want to give, 500 gigs to child number 1. And then I would have a username there. And then the member will ask for an email. They will receive an email. They register. And then they'll be able to download the apps and start uploading their stuff and using that segment. And again, really, really simple. We have plenty of training, folks, to walk you through all of this. These are the software for Windows. This is the Mac. And again, just so you understand, when you install the Mac version, if I click on the top, you see that little keyhole there? Well, that is the actual application. You can see here at 7:53, every hour, it does an incremental backup. Every time I do one little change, it will go ahead and bring it up. And if I want to restore, I just click here and restore the file. I'm not going to do this right now, but really, 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 really simple. Okay, so that's when you install the software here. What I played with you earlier, that was the cell phone app. So you have 2 apps. The first one is for your computer. The second one is for your phone device, that it is Android or Apple. Really straightforward. You can upgrade your limit. If you're like me, you're a bit of a data hugger, you may want to get a little bit more. Again, it's an option. Now, the other thing that's really important here, when you click on the digital tools and you click on lead capture, excuse me, no, sorry, I go here. I go into reseller tool in English. Okay, you can see French, Italian, Spanish. So if I click on that right over here, okay, now this is, okay, you're saying, okay, how do I promote my business? Here's your answer, folks. Okay, you basically go and click on this link. If I click on this link, what it's going to do is going to take me right there. And you know what I do? By the way, this is my ID, so don't use that here, okay? So you have your own ID when you sign up. But for example, if I remove my ID over here, I'm just gonna remove that. Now that's generic, okay? And I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put that into the chat, so you can click on that. And the person that invited you here today, they probably click on the affiliate link and you will get credit for it, okay? So sign up there, sign up right now. But here's what I do when I invite a prospect. I actually click the start getting started today. Why do I want him to do that? Because that's when I want him to see the moment he click on the link. And I take this link and I send that to them. Really, really, really straightforward. Okay. So again, all the links are here. You know what? You also have the 7-day free trial. That's the link right over here. If I click on that, and then there's a little video for them to watch. They don't have to put their credit card. They put their information over here and they have access to the back office that we're showing you about earlier. Obviously, a much lighter version of that, but you can install the software. Everything will be here for you to install it so you can try it for 7 days. Absolutely awesome. Now, here's the last thing. If you click on auto login, it will take you to your GotBackup. Right here. You GotBackup Cloud. By the way, you can also go right here. I type in GBU Cloud, and it will take me right into my cloud. What you see here, folks, are my 3 computers. That's the computer in Toronto, Canada. Okay. And you can see here December 31st. And that was at 4:30. I turned the computer off. So obviously, I don't need to back it up. The computer is off. It's already backed up to the last second I was in the house. And this here is the computer that's behind me, right over there. And this one over here is the computer that I'm talking you through right now. And there's some awesome features that are coming in here, folks. The other thing that you can see here on the file is these are my mobile. I have an iPad mini. I have my iPhone. Just to show you how it's organized, you can see all the years since I started backing up my phone. And you can see here, if I go back to 2024, you can see that all the months are here up to December. If I go back to 2025, we just started March. So obviously in March are coming in right now. It is so cool, so well done. And the other thing too is here are all the directories that I have. For example, I click on this happens to be this particular computer and all these directories over here. I used to have this, that used to be called Dropbox. Now I call it GotBackup. And when I click on that, folks, everything is in here. Okay, all my files. These are my GotBackup files. These are mentoring program and Tammy and I do. Share files. These are my personal data that I send to my accountant when I need to do my taxes. Everything is there. I have a virtual assistant. These are all the things that we do work together. Folks, at the end of the day, it is absolutely awesome. Everything is there. You can move directory one into the other. You can delete files. You can organize everything here. And there's so much more coming, folks. At the end of the day, you got everything here. You got a lead capture system. I'm not going to go through this tonight. You got the extra promotional. You know, the videos that you've been watching here today, they're all in there. Okay. This is all the stuff necessary for my business. Look at my commissions, my downline, my direct affiliate. All of this is there. My internal wallet. If let's say someone doesn't have a credit card, they can give me cash. I can put it on my own bank account, do a payment to my credit card, and from there charge my wallet with my credit card. I can create a link, send that to someone to sign up. Folks, I could go on and on and on. So you can see here that this we're talking for $9.97 a month. All of this, and folks, I'm telling you, there's going to be some changes. A lot of wonderful things coming. Take advantage of this. I'm excited. I hope you are. Sign up right now. Let's get started. Show up Saturday, and we'll show you exactly what you need to do. Tammy, I'll let you finish it.
Yeah, like Chris said, he's so passionate. He's so excited about this as I am, and it's because of what's happening and the growth and the momentum, and people are catching on, and we're helping people. It's a lot of fun when we get on a Zoom and people are starting to see their folders, and they're so much more organized than they used to be. So you just see a lot of excitement out there. It's such a needed product. We're using all kinds of data and stuff anyways. Might as well have it in one spot where it's all structured and everything's great.
It's
Yeah,
a
no matter
great
where we
product.
go, we're going to have access to everything that we have.
So everybody have yourself a wonderful rest of your evening. We're looking forward to see you on Friday morning. Tammy, do our presentation every single Friday, 11 o'clock a.m. You're welcome to join us there for the folks that are different time zones. And Saturday, we're going to do a training. You don't want to miss that. We're doing the last segment of the 90-day campaign to help you launch your business. So everybody have yourself a great rest of your evening. And thank you so much for the wonderful feedback and comments. And we hope that we're able to enlighten the opportunity for you here. Have a great one. And see you in our back office. Bye for now.
Have a great evening.